Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to Cooking with Pam. Hope you are doing good. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, you're welcome to my channel. Subscribe and enjoy more simple recipes from Ghana and around the world with me. And to my sustainers, thank you guys for always showing me your love and support. I appreciate all of you. In today's video, we are going to make garden egg stew, as we call it in Ghana. This is my garden eggs. I was fortunate to get some to buy here where I am. I have my tomatoes. I'm using fresh tomatoes, and normally it should be fresh tomatoes for this recipe. I also have here my garlic, I have my pepper, I have some mushrooms, I have my onions of course, and of course we are going to use salted tilapia, which is called koobi. And I also have here my smoked salmon, which I also smoked at home. I did it myself. And so these are the basic ingredients you need to make this recipe. And for seasonings, I'm going to add some salt and some vegetable seasonings if the need comes. Yeah, but salt, it's 100%, but I will not be using too much salt and seasonings because of the koobi. I've already kept it in water to remove a little bit of the salt so that I will not get my food sour. And so to start, I'm going to cook my garden eggs with my pepper together, and then we will keep going. And at this stage, I've washed my garden eggs, so I'm going to cut the heads off and then just divide it into 4, just like this. You can do it into 2, it's also fine. I've also washed my pepper. And for the pepper, I don't like too much pepper, so I don't use too much for my cooking. This is it here. And my lovely people, this is my garden eggs and my pepper. I'm going to transfer it into my boiling water. I've already put in water on fire. And so into my cooking pot, I'll add my garden eggs. And I'm going to add eggs, cooked eggs. So I'm going to cook my eggs directly with my garden eggs together. So this is how I do it. Just drop it in and allow it to cook together with the garden eggs together. So we will allow this to cook while we prep our. While my garden eggs is cooking, I will start to prep my veggies or vegetables. Yeah, I'm right. I was thinking I made a mistake. Yeah, I like onions, so when I'm cooking I use enough of them. I've already washed all my vegetables. And so this is my onion I will be using. I'll also go ahead, I have here 3 cloves of garlic. The noise you are hearing is from the eggs and the garden eggs I'm cooking. Yeah, it's really making some noise here, but it's normal. should be fine. I'll add it here on my onion. Set this aside. And my lovely people, this is my tomatoes also chopped and done. I'll set this aside. The next stage is I have here my mushrooms. It's also washed or cleaned, so all I do is to remove part of the skin that you don't need so that you don't get sand into your food. This is how I do it. Just clean it a little bit, and then the same thing with all the rest. Just like this. My lovely people, here are my veggies nicely prepared. So we are going to start cooking now, and the next stage is I'm going to need apotoyowa. Yeah, asanka, as some people call it, but we call it apotoyowa. So I'm going to set all this aside. Let me bring my apotoyowa here, in here with my tapoli. Yes, I'm going to mash my pepper. I'll start with the pepper just like this. And for this recipe, I just need to brown the pepper very well, but the rest I'm just going to mash it somehow, not too smooth. The garden eggs, I don't need to do it too much, so I'll just pack it all in here. I'm doing straight from the water. You can also drain the water out the way you want it, but this is how I do it. Just remove everything and then mash it. So all my garden eggs is in here, so all I'm doing is just mash it the way I'm doing. I don't want it too smooth, but if you want it too smooth, just put it in your blender. Also do it like that, it also works. And with this recipe, you can also make it in here with all the ingredients we have here. Just do it all in here and then pour some palm oil or any oil with onion or something on it, and it's also very delicious. So this is how I want my garden eggs to be, or it should be. So let's start cooking. I am using vegetable oil for this recipe. You can use palm oil originally. That is what we normally use, but it depends on what you like. I'll also go ahead, because I don't allow my oil to overheat. I'll add my onion and my garlic in and give it a little bit of heat, just like this. My onion has started frying, so I'll go in with my koobi or stuffed fish or salted tilapia. Yeah, so it should be there. And my lovely people, my koobi has been in the oil for a while, so I'll just take it out. I'll put it here on together with my eggs, just like this, and I'll set this aside and allow this to cook. The next thing is I'm going to add in my smoked salmon, and like I said, this salmon I smoked it at home, so it's very easy. I don't want it to break, so I'm just going to fry it for a while. Just like I'm doing here. I want to see it when I'm eating. Yeah. And guys, at this stage I'm going to add in my tomatoes. Your stirring should be gentle so that you don't break your salmons in there. And for the stockfish or koobi, it's not someone will say by force. You don't need to use it if you really want to do it. If you don't like koobi, just do it. Use any protein of your choice, and I believe you're going to enjoy this recipe. It's very easy, very nice to make, and then you can enjoy it with rice, plantain. Today I'm going to have plantain and yam with this sauce or stew. And it's now time for my mushrooms to come in. And mushrooms is also optional. You can decide not to use it if you don't like it. It's also fine. I really love it here. Anything that goes with mushroom, we enjoy it. So I'll go ahead now to add some vegetable seasoning in, just a bit because of the koobi. I'll also add salt because there is no salt in here. And so we are almost done. I have some bone from the salmon in there. So this is it here. We allow this to cook for at least 10 to 15 minutes to get the tomatoes a bit cooked, and then the garden eggs will come in because it's already cooked. Guys, it's now time for my garden eggs to come in. And someone will ask why I don't have too much garden eggs here. This is how I enjoy it. I don't want it too much. So I mix tomatoes, veggies, and then also add the garden eggs in. This is how I enjoy my garden eggs stew. The bone from I removed it very well, but yeah. Okay, this is looking good already. Very easy to make. This is it. And I'll go ahead now, add my fish back so that I can control my salt. So this is it. Almost done. Just leave it on a medium heat and allow this to cook. And you are good to go. Enjoy your garden egg stew or sauce with anything you would like to enjoy this with. My lovely people, my stew is done. So the last thing is my eggs I cooked also in. And then my stew is done. I'll allow it cook on a medium heat, and this is what we are having today. So thank you so much for keeping up with me today. I believe you enjoyed this recipe. It's very easy. Just get your garden eggs and any other ingredients you would like to add to your garden egg stew, and I believe you're going to love it. So thank you again. Keep supporting me and keep pushing my passion for cooking. See you again. Bye bye.